me, for fuck's sake. Yes. Strange, you shouldn't be this close. This stuff. Oh, it's morning at your place. It is afternoon. So, hello, Samantha, by the way. Time differences are quite large. Obviously, here in Sweden, compared to the US, you know. I don't like that it's so fucking single. Much better now from this distance. Yeah. It's 11 where I'm at. Oh, yeah. Here it's like after 4, close to 5 a.m. or p.m. I mean, you know. So. And just, you know, thinking about this stuff. Being different, you know, neurodivergent. Yeah, massive time difference, massive time difference. Sucks sometimes being neurodivergent, you know, in this world. It's like everything requires social competence in this reality, you know. And if you're like me, autistic, everything is against you. So it's difficult as fuck, you know. Everything. So I literally can't speak, like have, you know, long conversations if I don't have, you know, super interesting topic that I like. I'm like, I can't speak, you know, like one fucking word, just one word. I'm like mutism. I just say one word. Somebody speaks to me, you know. And the only time I speak normal is when I drink alcohol. That's why you always see me with a fucking bottle or something in my streams, because I can't speak like a normal person without alcohol. You know how I fucking feel about that, you know, the self-loathing? It's like the only reason I drink is because I can't be a normal human. I can't interact with people. That's how autistic I am, you know. So if I don't drink, I don't speak. So yeah, fuck my life. That's why I haven't said a single sentence at work. The work I'm working at, where I work sometimes, you know, like a few times a month. Yeah, be careful. Yeah, at my point, I'm at the point of life I just stop caring about, you know. I stopped caring about all this crap. Like, stop caring about everything, you know. The only thing that matters is my daughter. Hello, Ann-Katrin. Yeah. So, yeah. Tired of everything, you know. Everything, you know, basically everything. I'm tired of fucking everything. You know, the feeling, you know, I feel like tired of existing, you know, but I don't want to die at the same time. So what kind of existence is that, you know? Like, if it weren't for my fucking neurodivergent brain, I couldn't be making money. I could have been making, you know, I have like a few huge following just wanting me to teach them stuff, my abilities, coach them like a mentor, you know. I could make money, you know. I could profit from my knowledge. I could profit from my talents. But I'm too fucking autistic and laid back. Nothing happens. I don't do anything, you know. I don't know how to do this stuff. I don't have the motivation. I don't have it in me, you know. I need like a fucking manager. I need like somebody who's have this mentality, you know. I don't have it, so nothing happens. I keep getting DMs. Please teach me, please. Do you take private classes? Do you do classes? I'm like, yeah, no, nothing, you know. I could do classes, but you know, but fuck everything. Yeah, I hate being neurodivergent sometimes. Hate it so much. If I had, you know, like a more extroverted brain, I could make profit and money from how my knowledge and the stuff I do, you know. But no, I'm just stuck here, you know, doing these shitty streams, getting nowhere in life. It's worth a shot, but you need to have the, you know, the mental capacity and strength to do it too, you know. So yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna try to find some way to take take that thing up, because I just I'm losing opportunities to put it away. Everybody who is on my level apparently has you know, not pupils. I may combine the words. So apparently, according to some people, I'm one of the strongest around on the internet, you know, smooth with the key energy stuff. So I should be having peer students, you know. But yeah, here I am, you know. Usual stuff. Nothing happens. Passive. No motivation. Don't know how this crap works. Don't understand it. Everything with making money is so fucking unnatural to me, you know. Don't understand the concept of making money. It's like the most unnatural thing to me. It's like a low frequency reality thing, you know. Wherever I'm from, money is not, it doesn't even exist, you know, originally.
När du får craving står vi redo för nyfriterade chicken McNuggets. En krispig klassiker som får dig att...
Efter. Nästan inte den här. Så fan på lite. Yeah. You're already here. Okay, jag vet. Ja, men... I do miss some sessions we don't take. Yeah, it's true. That sounds true. None of this crap really matters to me, but you know. You still need money to survive or have a dignified life in this fucking shitty reality. So, yeah. I keep seeing these mental health things, my TikTok and my YouTube algorithm stuff, you know, like. Yeah, we know it's not easy being a man in this reality. Oh, fuck's sake, it's like. I know how it's crazy now. Yeah, same to you, Samantha. Happy. I'm happy. What fucking happiness? What fucking happiness, man? We're dying like mosquitoes, basically, you know. But I get your point. It's just my misanthrope sense of humor, you know. I was gonna shake something here. Yeah. Hopefully there's somebody who cares, but I don't trust anyone to open up about my life because I will always get backstabbed about from people. They're always the same, you know. Pretend to be there for you, then they just, you know, stab you in the back, you know, and they always use the crap against you. So I don't trust anyone. That's my main issue. I don't trust anyone. So so you only, you know, you say everything's fine, everything's good, you know. You don't want to talk about it. You change the topic instantly, you know, because you don't trust people. They will always, you know, get uncomfortable. They will talk about. They change the topic, you know. So I don't trust people. Not even my own relatives when I open up. Nothing. Nobody. Anyone. Don't trust anyone. Something I learned in life. Don't trust anyone. Because they're all backstabbing, fucking untrustworthy fuckers. They're there one moment and they're gone. So yeah, I'm better off alone. But yeah, my life is not fun, you know. Just pain and fucking suffering. What kind of life is that? You know, like I don't appreciate anything. Nothing. Don't appreciate fucking anything. Except my daughter. But I'm even stressed with her, you know. I'm just exhausted and tired and I get annoyed and, you know, I love her, but sometimes I'm not even, you know, appreciating the moments with her because I'm so tired of everything, you know. My brain, you know, my neuro divergent brain is always tired too. So, yeah. Fun life I have. Yeah. Yeah, I have my daughter. I'm grateful for that. I have my daughter. It's the only thing that still keeps me human and keeps me here. Otherwise, I would have no fucking purpose being here. I'm just tired of everything, tired of humans, tired of everything, you know, tired of myself, tired of everybody. You know. Yeah, it's challenging. Challenging. Like it's like I don't appreciate anything, you know. I don't compliments nothing, you know. Doesn't matter if it's compliments, anything with my knowledge, my spiritual practices, or anything about my looks. Nothing matters. I don't give a fuck, you know. Nothing feel. I don't feel anything, you know. It's like I've lost my heart, you know. It was ripped off of my fucking chest after my divorce, you know. So I don't trust anyone. No people. I can't trust anyone anymore, you know. It's like I don't speak with anyone. I don't try to make friends. I don't try to nothing, you know. So it's just escapism year after year. These fucking silly dress ups here, the stuff I do, the spirituality, you know. It's like everything just escapism from, you know, living a hellish world of existence in a hellish existence. So yeah, sorry for not being the happy person today. You know, like I just need to vent because I'm filled with this melancholy and anger. You know, anger too, mostly anger, because I can't even cry. I can't even let it out. You know, I just get angry. I want to cry because when I cry, I feel relief. You know, I feel better. It's not like I'm healing because I know when you're crying, you're starting to heal. You're processing the sadness, the trauma, and you're healing. There's even, you know, research and stuff, you know, spiritual crap about it. You know, like when you're crying, you're actually healing. You can heal yourself. But when you just feel this anger, this resentment, this numbness, it's like the worst. So just feel this fucking numbness 24/7. And, you know, resentment and anger, and I keep inside, I appreciate it. I feel, sometimes I feel like deleting everything, deleting myself everywhere. My fucking TikTok, on my YouTube, everywhere. Just cease to be, like I'm dead. Yes, getting the shadows will be forgotten, like never existed. I've done it before. I've done it before. I used to have like a YouTube channel here in Sweden. Like I said on previous streams, I had like a huge following. Was into topics that is not acceptable according to society, stuff like, So I had like a lot of enemies, and I just had enough. I just disappeared, deleted myself. So people think I died, from that life. The people who used to follow me probably think I'm dead and alive myself. Something, the Illuminati got me, the system, I don't know what they're thinking, but I just did vanish, disappeared. That's what I do. I just disappear. When I get enough, I just delete myself, completely. It's like you guys here, and my TikTok, when I publish things, it's like the only people I speak to, have contact with in real life. Yeah, I agree. They probably just want me to just delete myself, just stop existing completely. That's what they're wishing for, that I feel that way. That I hate myself so much and what I do, everything about me, so they fucking just. I, I can't kill myself because I have my daughter, but, so they think, at least he removes himself everywhere. Yeah, we're winning, yeah, we won. Fucker remove himself finally, like, that's what I want. That's what they want, the fuckers. But I won't let them. I won't let them. My life is suffering, so I'm gonna make sure they suffer too, the fuckers. By destroying their fucking system, destroying everything they fucking built up. I'm here to fucking destroy it. If I go down, I take them with me. Take them with me. In my previous the version I had, I was talking about when I deleted myself. I had fucking journalists in my country trying to massacre my identity, and writing posts about me. I had attracted enemies that are powerful, working for the system. That's how much I fucking hate the system. That's how much anti-system I am. How much I hate this fucking corrupt world. The fucking sociopathic scumbags that run the system. I want them fucking annihilated, gone, gone from this reality. So yeah, I'm their fucking devil. I'm their fucking Satan. I'm their fucking 666 beast mode. I'm here to destroy them. I'm here to destroy you fuckers. I'm here to fucking show you chaos, freedom. If it weren't for this fucking system, I wouldn't be living like this either. Be forced to be subjugated into something completely unnatural for my way of being, my brain, forcing me to live like a fucking peasant, like a fucking. And yeah, it's not that I don't take responsibility for my life or something. This system is made in a way that makes people that are neurodivergent live like animals. It's like a miracle if we don't kill ourselves before our 50s, according to statistics. It's a miracle if we don't end up, alcoholics and drug addicts. I'm already an alcoholic, so yeah, I'm already fucked up. So, yeah. But I hate them. I fucking hate them. I have like a vendetta against them. I can't stop it. I'm so anti-system. You can't even imagine it. I'm not against. I'm not. Pro any side. I'm not with the left or the conservative. I want it all gone. I want it all. I want it completely. Dissolved. So something new, better can come. Nothing that's happening now is beneficial for me. Like they constructed this fucking, they made everything, this crap, they made it up so they can go into this conservative bullshit again, go back into something old, so they can just remove people like me, because all of these fuckers, they're making up stories about us autistic people. They're making up stories about people like me, like they can cure autism, they can remove my DNA, they can make sure that people, I said Trump, something like, he said something like, that they're working on some kind of project to find ways to make so that people can delete autism, like they can remove it from future bloodlines, because the life is so difficult for people like me. Yeah, so they're basically saying they want to, euthanize people like a neurodivergent. So all of this crap is going back to the fucking Hitler crap, Nazi Germany. I knew it. This was what was the intent with all this political crap, making it all crazy with the leftist woke stuff, so that people would desire going back into this fucking, Nazi Germany stuff again, with this religious fanatical bullshit, and at the same time, impose all of this fucking crap we're seeing now. Yeah. I fucking hate the system. I'm the worst enemy of the system. Sorry, I'm getting carried away in my speech here. I just have so much on my mind. As an artist, I've always hated myself. I always had this self-loathing because I failed, I fucked up. I couldn't fit into society, I couldn't fit into anything. I always get into fights with people because they just can't stand that I'm silent. As a man, I always get attacked by other men at work. When I've been at work, they get furious at me because I don't sit with them talking about sports and tits and ass, and so they get angry. They're like, "Yo, dude, you don't like us. You don't speak. You got something against us? You think you're better than us?" I'm like, no, I just want to sit by myself in peace. I don't find these conversations interesting. I tell them. So they start like, "Oh, so you think you're better than us, huh?" And then I'm getting into fights with people. So wherever I go, people hate me because I'm different. Then I get anxiety and self-loathing because I failed. I was kicked from the jobs. I failed in schools. I failed in jobs. I can't work normal. I can't do anything normal. So it's just a circle. And it's because this system is like this. It's because we have fucking slave rulers inventing these systems where we have to work to live and make money. So we shouldn't even have a system that forces us to have money to live. It should be free. It should be something given to everybody. No, but we have these psychopaths, rich fuckers making up these evil, corrupt systems, forcing us to be slaves. And people like me can't live like that. So I end up outside of the system instantly. That's why everybody with neurodivergent brains are the most statistically the suicidal, that commit suicide. Especially autists take suicide early, because we can't live in a world like this. This is not normal. This is fucked up. It's evil. It's plain evil. Tomorrow I'm just gonna do my work and at the job where they force me to be. I won't speak with anybody on the breaks either. I just stay outside working in the break, you know, or just take a short break, just eat something, you know. Then I continue. I don't even want to go in to speak to them because it's like the stuff I mentioned here, you know. I appreciate the support here at least. I'm gonna put my hoodie on again. Thanks for writing that, Samantha. Uh, I don't think there's anything wrong with me, but this, this world is wrong. This world is wrong. This world. My daughter goes through the same thing. I'm seeing her suffer the same way. She's going through everything I did. No matter how much I try to give her a life that's better than mine, I see the same. Yeah. I hate existing sometimes. This is really hell. We're fucking trapped in hell. This is literally like Arthur Schopenhauer, you know, all of these philosophers, these Gnostics, saying that we're trapped here by the demiurge in hell. We think it's something beautiful, but it's just we're trapped here to suffer in a fucking hellish, nightmarish world, you know. The system is rigged, yeah, it is. I appreciate your words. There's support here, the Swedish Nomad and the Samantha. It's like I don't appreciate, I should appreciate my free time because my life is so stressful when I'm with my daughter because she has like autism and ADHD and all of, and I have my autism, you know. But I just, you know, suffer when I'm alone and I suffer when I'm with her because I have to do all of these stressful things. And sometimes, of course, I have good times with her, but most of the things are stressful and difficult. They have to take her to school, you know, stress with all of that. But so it's like, yeah, I hate my fucking gut sometimes. But at least I'm having what it's called, you know, spring, not summer break vacations after this week. So I'll get a lot more time to spend with her at home without stressing to school and all of that at least. So I will have some more time. Appreciate being with her, you know, without all this forced stress that I hate. This reality, you know. And no matter how hard it gets for me, at least I haven't tried to kill myself or anything. You know, like I tried that in my youth once, so I'm getting much stronger. The only reason is because my daughter. I don't see why otherwise to be here in this fucked up reality with this corrupt, evil, diabolical people running the world. It's like no purpose. But I wouldn't do anything stupid, so you don't need to worry about me. You know, no plans of doing anything. Thank you, Samantha. Appreciate it. I'm just gonna take a leak. I'll be back. See if I missed something. I'm reading here. Thank you for your words. It means a lot, actually. I can't be fake. So just one of these fake fucks, you know, like this world. This world always wants to be inauthentic, you know, always present yourself in a way so people like you, present yourself with a mask, you know. As an autistic person, I can't wear a mask. There's even a term for it called masking. If you're autistic, a lot of people do it. They pretend to be normal for a moment, you know, they'll go around smiling, but then when they're alone, they go back to their normal ways. In my case, I can't even mask, you know. I can't even mask my like the other people do. So I always look like I'm suffering. I'm so tired. I look angry. I look like I'm, anxious. I look like I'm restless. You know, I'm moving strange. My head. You know, I'm wobbling when I'm standing waiting for the bus. I can't control it. I'm not even trying anymore. You know, like people think I'm strange wherever I go. People, find me creepy too. You know. So yeah, they get frightened when they see me because of my style. You know, I look like this goth vampire, you know. So I don't care. I don't give a fuck anymore. I don't care. Let them hate me. Let them judge me. They don't know my life. They don't know anything about me as a person. So why would I care? Why would I care? I'm glad you reasoned that way, at least with your son there, Swedish nomad. Getting warm with the hoodie. My mom tries to understand, but she doesn't, So I can't really open up with her. I used to open up more with my dad, but he's been dead for over 7 years, so. My ex-wife was the only one I could open up to before, so yeah, I'm fucked. I basically have nobody to talk to. Yeah. I tried to make posts on fucking Facebook, even, in groups where people are like sad and alone and they want desperately not get to know friends, like then I'd remove my post because I feel cringe and awkward. Like I'm looking for friends, I'm neurodivergent, like that's how pathetic I am, I go to groups on Facebook, writing, and then I feel, ashamed and remove myself. Thank you, Swedish Nomad. I appreciate that. A lot of people don't like me as a person because I am this way, and I don't know what to say anymore. I think I've just said everything what was on my mind. Before in the past, I used to, when I felt like this, I just dressed up, and did my stream, and just get admiration and fetishized, all of that crap. But I'm reached a point that not even that works anymore. I get nothing from it. Just getting into these illusions and personas as escapism. Sometimes you just need to unleash everything because I can't be somebody I'm not. You know, in a dress up, pretending to be a feminine person. Nothing. I just need to get it out. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. That's why I even started with cross dressing. You know, because I didn't like who I am as a man. Never liked myself, so I want to be somebody else. So it took me a long time before I started really, you know, like, liking myself as a man again. If you can even say I like myself as a man. If I mean as a person, because I am a man. I'm not really into that movement, but at the same time I fit into it because of my way of being. You know, that my way of being is like a lot of it coincides with it. To put it away, correlates with it. But the thing is, you know, I get relief from it mentally, so it removes my pain of being a man. That's why I do it. That's the only reason I do it. It removes my pain of existing. I wouldn't do it otherwise. So I try to find everything that makes me suffer less. I'm not like these, you know, like Tate, you know, the Andrew Tate that says we should all men just suffer, nothing to do about it, just accept it. It's like, no, I don't want to suffer 24/7. If I can remove some pain, sometimes I do it. That's why I do the dress ups. That's why I have a beer and a drink sometimes, you know. That's why I eat ice cream sometimes. Or, you know, stuff like that, you know. Have fetishes too, you know. I feel like I'm high with the fetishes, you know. I get like ASMR feeling, a warm feeling in my head. It's like, I can't describe it. That's why I do it. It's like, I'm addicted to that feeling. What do you have beer? That's good. You can't be a Viking without loving beer, you know. Skål! That's what we say in Sweden when we say cheers, you know, like skål. Downside is, you know, you get like a dad bod if you don't be careful, but who cares, you know? Yeah, it's the same as the Icelandish one. Yeah, I can relate to, you know. I look ripped, you know, not ripped, you know, but I look strong, you know, my overall appearance, but I still have, like soft stomach, and love handles and stuff, like. But I don't care. I like myself anyway. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care about body ideals. Like you have to look at aesthetic or bodybuilder. And these extra pounds that I have too, they look good in dresses and stuff. I look naturally curved, so I don't complain. I like it. So when I'm trying to dress up, uh, I don't use any fake curves like some cross dressers do. It's like my real body looks like that. So you know, well, you can smash somebody if you need to. That's no problem. Oh, hello, Solid Snakes. Been a while since I saw you here. How are you, by the way? No, I'm okay now. A lot of my mind, stuff about life, but I've been talking about it for a while here. I got some support in the comments from my stream buddies here, so feel a bit better now. How are you doing? My friend, thank you. Still doing something. Oh, I see. Yeah, I know that can be difficult, that stuff. So I'm glad you're fine at least, and the rest of the health, in regards of your health and stuff. Yeah, life's not easy. Hmm. Yeah, definitely. I don't even have friends, so that's how difficult it is for me. I always have issues with my own family, my relatives. So I still, challenge with my daughter. It's never easy, but it hasn't become worse at least. So I'm grateful for that. Last year was horrific, worst year ever. Thankfully, it hasn't been like this. Thank you, Swedish Nomad. Hmm. I just, get dissociative all the time, like I just fade away. It happens to when my daughter speaks to me too sometimes, and she gets annoyed at me, like, Dad, where are you, Dad? I'm speaking to you, like, just staring to the wall. Apparently, that's when you're really fucked up. If you have like extreme anxiety, you just start disappearing. When somebody speaks to you. So yeah, I've had it like that for years. Brain foggy too. Like can be talking in middle of a sentence and I forget what I'm talking about. Like what I'm so fucked up. That's why I stay away too from people because I'm too damaged, too fucked up. So it's like no point trying. I'm glad you feel that way, so it's like makes me happy to know that I somebody feels good about something I do because you know how life is sometimes. You don't feel very supported by your surroundings and you suffer in silence. So something that makes you feel better is always not good in that sense. So yeah, uh, my daughter is open-minded for her age. I try to explain to her, that I'm different, but she knows, I have wigs and makeup and stuff, and she doesn't think it's anything strange with it at all. So I'm glad she hasn't been, turned into these hate mongers. And she asked me the other day, why are there so many flags, like rainbow flags everywhere is it? I'm like, told her, it's I'm not even, one of these pride people myself. I'm not political. I'm not a leftist. But at the same time, I still think it's necessary that it exists because I know the hatred people like me, the hatred you get for being the way I am, that it wouldn't be necessary if people actually didn't hate us so much. So the thing is, I told you, it's there because some people, can't accept that people are different. Some men like to look in a certain way that is not, accepted by the society, the norms, and some women dress and look and way. I told you, and they can sometimes fall in love with a woman if it's a girl, or a man with a man. And I explained things like that, to her, without trying to be political, the concept. She said that I support that. It makes sense to me that she said, like I understand why. It's a good thing, she said then. So it was cute because I'm always worried that she's been influenced by politics, like then she will grow up thinking her dad is a freak, and I'm a degenerate, I'm disgusting, I'm a faggot, all of that stuff. So yeah, it's a disappointment. It's really sad to see the development. How we are, the direction we're heading now. I see it on the forums everywhere, the hatred, against people that men, that dress like me, are just gods, or if they are androgynous, it's like all of these laughter emojis, and all of this. A man should only be a man, it's like we're going backwards. It's not beautiful what's happening. It's been planned, this way to make something completely, make it seem completely unnatural and strange, and make it look like something that it's like a circus, and people won't accept it. It's like too much for them. So that's how they did. They infiltrated on purpose. They infiltrated, the androgynous with they infiltrated it. The enemy infiltrated it and turned it into something that everybody would hate, so they can get rid of people like me. So that's what I always suspected that was the purpose of it, making it so fucked up that people will not like it and will hate it, associate with something bad. It's not bad at all, because there's no real, nothing that says it's wrong to be with a man if you're a man, or a woman with a woman, or a man that looks like that. It's just something the humans have invented, a system, political and religious and of all of that crap. It's all invented by humans, and it benefits somebody, those in power, because they want us divided, they want us controlled, they want to create enemies, division, all that crap. My daughter, but I didn't see the last one. 9.5 soon, turning 9.5, so still very small, but time flies passes by. I hope no one tries on. I hope so. Not. I don't hope so. That it just happens to her, to a traditional man. That's something I'm worried about. I don't think she will, because both me and her mom uh, are different. We're different kind of people, never fitted in into society, and outcast, and in every way. So I don't think she will grow up that way. And she's different too. She has like me and her mom, ADHD and autism. So this I don't see why she would be brainwashed into hating us, me, or for being different. Yeah, I suffer a lot because of these people, and the people who don't like neurodivergent people. I've suffered more from that. The structures of the society against people are different overall. My way of being. I've always been seen as some kind of, like, I'm retarded by society, and like I'm subhuman, basically. Sorry to read that. One of your friends has turned on you because of it. Solid Snake. It shouldn't be that way. Shouldn't be that way. I lost contact with relatives in South America too because of it. Called me a freak, looked like a morbid degenerate and all of that crap. So yeah, I removed them out of my life. No, exactly. It's not a true friend. If they behave like that, it was never a true friend to begin with. If you can't really be who you are with somebody, it's not, worth it, according to me. Exactly, I agree. They do, and especially in downs, or when it's difficult, or when you're going through something difficult that requires a lot of opening up and being vulnerable, exposing yourself somehow. And when if they turn their back on you, then that's when they were not true friends. Yeah, exactly. It has been around since forever. Yeah, they do. Sad. A lot of these really hateful men that hates everything that looks gay and androgynous, or you know that something that's wrong according to norm. They laugh and ridicule these cross dressers, or trans uh, people that look very, they look like super beautiful women. And these fuckers are laughing, and saying, there's a man, like they can't even get a normal woman that looks half as good as some of these cross dressers, or trans women, or whatever. These fuckers are there, laughing and ridiculing, like you even could get a woman, like you can get pussy, from any woman at all. You should, you should be grateful that you can even, I'm like saying, these guys they can't get laid, they can't get nothing. So it's like they're just digging a grave, like they're like, what do you call incels? True incels. They hate women, but they hate the gays too. So like they have nothing. Like there's nobody that you can have sex with because you hate everything. If you're one of these guys, it's like nobody you can have fun with, nobody you can have a good time with, because everything is a faggot, and everything is wrong according to these people. They don't like women too, because they have their political views and the Me Too movements and all of that. So it's like sad life, being that hateful. Very sad life, lonely life. When they could just be open-minded, and try to date a femboy or something. Like Dumb fucks. Exactly. Live life, you know. Stop worrying, caring about labeling things, or you know, as long as it's just as long as it's legal and not fucking immoral, fucked up, you know, when the persons are adults and both are agreeing to it. There's nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with attractions, with love, nothing. With sex, nothing. To me, it's all normal. Yes, I know. I had it forever, you know. No, it's an old one. I've had it since I was my 20s, but early 20. I think I was 20 when I got it. Yeah, it's just tribal, you know, combined with some skull and some symbol of a video game character I liked in my past. That's how nerdy I am. So I tattooed that. It's like a symbol, you know, of being a devil human or something, you know. Did you have the devil gene or something, you know? So that's how nerdy I am. I could identify with that character, you know, in my youth. So no, nobody's a saint. The more you try to pretend that you're a saint, the more fucked up you are, you know. That's how it works in this reality. That's why you always find all of these, you know, child predators in the church, you know, and the Vatican and all of that crap, you know, like the more you try to pretend that you're perfect and sacred and, you know, without sin and without any kind of degeneracy, the more fucked up you are as a person. The more self-righteous you pretend you are, the more corrupt you are. That's the principle I follow, you know. I trust somebody. I trust somebody much more that's uh, authentic and is open about stuff that others don't talk about than some self-righteous bastard. Because I know the self-righteous bastard is not honest. You can't trust that fucker. You can't trust that bastard. Exactly, too many fake people. Let's see what the time is here. Okay. I have some new pants too. I don't know if you can see them. Like gothic, you know. Lots of buttons on. I'm glad you liked it. This is how girly I would look if I had, like my long hair without makeup on. I look like I'm cross dressing in a wig. Normal guy clothes, nothing. When I was in my 20s and I had my real long hair, everybody thought I was a woman, with guy clothes on the street. It's hilarious. I was stopped on the street, like from dudes who thought I was a woman. I just dressed, black clothes and long hair, nothing else. It's hilarious. Yeah, I remove the wig. I was just going to try it out. Back to my normal self now. Remove it. Yeah, I'm glad you like the music. Solid Snake. I was around in the 80s, but I was a child, so uh, myself. It was beautiful remembering, not being addicted to sitting on watching your phones or the internet, and you communicated with people on the street. We weren't slaves to mobiles the way we're now. There were no dating apps. There were no fucking social apps. You were forced to be social if you wanted to communicate with somebody. Sweet home. Yeah, I love so much from the 80s and 90s. So much feeling, and you know doesn't compare to anything this from this time. 1988. Oh, so I understand it's very uh, you're very connected to the 80s then. Yeah, I agree. It's gotten too digital this era. 1988. I was born in 84, so just a few years earlier than you, so not a big difference. Hmm. Yeah, I imagine that. Yeah, it was very popular back then. Yeah, I remember when I was a child. I grew up watching, but it was in the 90s, the beginning of the 90s, but it was still connected to the 80s. But I remember watching all of these shows, like Fresh Prince in Bel-Air and all of that. Here in Sweden. Grew up watching all of this classical stuff, back then. Not classical music, I'm talking about, classics, like what was what you remember back then. Oh, that's cool. It's cool that you've been a drummer in a metal band. I used to audition for metal bands in my youth, for the screaming, rolling black metal stuff. Didn't get anywhere in my country, but lost interest with time. Got depressed under the usual, but that's why I like to troll, do sketches sometimes when I just randomly start growling or screaming in videos. With my sense of humor, black metal parodies and stuff like that. But yeah, cool. Those were the days. I love synthwave, retro wave music. Too. Reminds me of that era. So the movies, everything were better back then. Yeah, it definitely has. Like techno. Yeah, I like electronic music too. I grew up listening to uh, you know old school 90s trance. I really like that music. Like all of these bands I grew up listening to. Uh, those artists. What's this called? This music, Eurodance, something like that. With these bands I grew up so nostalgic. This song, "What is Love, Baby, Don't Hurt," that type of music. I grew up with that music. All of these bands I grew up listening to, as a kid. Yeah, I agree. Solid Snake. Now it's like pay to play. Basically, you buy a game and it's like you have to buy the DLC to get the full game. It's like they don't release the full games anymore. Yeah, I'm getting hungry. I need to go eat soon before my daughter calls. I've been on for almost 1.5 hours. I thought I was gonna just make a short stream. Just went and then I go. But it's been very interesting conversations and you know good conversations with a way authentic, supportive conversations with people that actually care, or when you get a good response. So yeah, I really appreciated doing the stream and talking to you guys here today. uh, I grew up watching Miami Vice and good music. Yeah, exactly. Solid Snake. exactly. So I appreciate talking to you here uh, today. Really appreciated the support I got. It means a lot to me, actually. I just wanted to say that before I end the stream in a few minutes here. That I really appreciated what you've written, you know, no, Swedish Nomad and Samantha and Solid Snake talking to you here today. Playing music, started playing guitar, but can still play guitar. Cool, that's nice. Yeah, so thanks for the conversation today, and I'll see you in the next stream. And I don't know when it will be. Maybe it will be when next week after my daughter's been here. I don't know if I'm, but hopefully next stream won't be as gloomy, and dark as this one. But I like to keep things real, I like to just don't like to pretend anything. Just I am the way I am, fucked up but honest. So, fucked up but honest, at least, I'm not into any games or pretending anything. Thanks, I appreciate that. You guys on my chat are my closest friends in the internet, because I don't really talk to anybody. So I hope you have a good week, everybody here watching, and that yeah, it was nice talking to you, and take care. I appreciate the support today. Goodbye then. I will. Thanks, you too. Farewell.